place finish. And every time he gives me that pep talk, uh, honestly, he should just stop giving it to me because I end up beating him every time he gives me that pep talk. So it's not really working in his favor. But I just want to thank him, military members, and my team Dark Horse, fire alarm services for being in the car, and let's move on to next week.
And congrats on your third place run. I hope it gives you some good momentum for next week.
Thank you.
As Jeffrey Hunka is third place, we'll move on to our second place now, Anthony Ward. Give him a second, get his audio included.
I'm here.
All right. Well, we saw you actually run the complete opposite of Jeffrey Hunka. We saw you run about top 5 all race. What was the tire situation like for you at the end?
Oh, my tires were fine. I was gonna make it from the beginning, and that wasn't an issue. It was other trucks just slamming me in the wall any chance they got. So that was really what decided our race. After I got turned into the wall, spun around, I just chilled in the back. I mean, I was gonna make it either way, but there was no point in pushing because there was no way I was going to catch everybody from that far back. So,
yeah, I actually didn't notice the issue you had, but I saw you disappeared. I didn't know if you pitted or whatever on that. But at least, like I said, you ride back for second place because of the tire situation for everyone else. Overall, how was the race, though? Was it good for you?
I got to say, it was probably the dirtiest Charlotte race I've ever seen. I got slammed in the wall at any chance by multiple trucks. Pretty much everybody but Lyle in the top 5 took any shot they could to slam me in the wall. A couple other people, draft heroes, also did the same thing. So, we really didn't have a chance. I made a couple aggressive moves, backed out of all of them. I want to race smart and race clean. You got guys in here just throwing people in the wall. So, no shot today, but thank God everybody couldn't make it. So that's the only reason we got points today. Truck was fast. Track was not.
Yeah, Charlotte's always been a hard one to pass. Is there anyone you want to thank for your second place finish tonight?
I want to thank Expert Racing for giving me a team to race on and a truck to race in every week. And I want to thank everybody's tires for not lasting.
That is Anthony Ward with the second place finish tonight. Good luck in your next week race. Hope it gets you good momentum.
Thank you.
And we will move on to the guy who managed to save enough tires. His second league race win in a row, technically, from dating back to Michigan and RHRL. Mr. James Mendez.
Hello.
So you've been on a mini tear these past couple of weeks. Like I said, a Michigan win and now the Charlotte win. How was the truck overall, though?
It was fast. I definitely knew it was. It was just a question of whether the tires could make it. And I thought about going for just full pace on it, but I decided to just kind of race the race itself and not the trucks. So yeah, it was interesting. But finally got the W.
Yep, and that's the one thing that definitely matters for these rig races. We definitely saw you had a fast virtual pit crew, though. We saw you jump up a couple spots and keep the lead the other time. I wish I knew your secret for that one, but
I wish I
they
did
must have
too.
took their Wheaties this morning.
Yeah, I don't know. They were hitting 15 twos like 3 times in a row, and it was kind of weird. But that last one, they really set me up for start first on the last restart, and everybody was out of their minds wrecking each other, not wrecking each other, but just hitting each other out of the way, allowing me to scoot away for about, I would say, 6 or 7 laps. And once I saw the gap, I kind of just chilled and let the tires cool down. I did let them pass me since there's no point in me blocking so hard. And I was using Fear as a benchmark for where the tires needed to be since he had to push his way to catch me. And it just kind of worked out. I kind of felt bad for at least hitting a couple guys, not in the wall, just hitting them in general to get some points at the halfway. But with the way the race was going, you kind of had to get yourself a shot. So I'm glad I could win without being roughing anybody up, so I'll take it.
Yeah, it's always a good way to end with a win. Is there anyone you want to thank for your win tonight?
Fear for sure. Having a even though he's not technically a teammate, having a good teammate out there in the party chat. Tim for giving me the truck for once that can actually win. That's a joke. But for real, him actually giving me a truck just to run the series, and all the guys at least giving me some room. I had some good battles, even if they weren't for first. I know Slide Job and I had a battle for like 4 laps in a row where neither one of us could pass each other. It was really fun. Um, and my buddy Toasted for saying my truck looked pretty cool. So shout out to him. But yeah, and all the admins and people who own these series and who all and whatnot. So yeah.
Yeah, they definitely put their work in and week out. That will conclude our interviews for tonight. I wanted to say one more thank you before I go into anything else. I wanted to again thank you to all the officials who put this race on and the men and women who were serving overseas and in country. Because without them, we could obviously not do this at all. And it's very, very glad that they defend us so we can have these races. But on another note, we will pick this back up next week. I don't exactly know which track it is, so let's see if I can find this out real quick here. They are going to WWT Gateway next week. Okay, that should be an interesting one. But I'll go ahead and sign off for the end of the night here. I will be back for RTRL as well. But until then,